These guitars are special for me because they were made for a very good friend of mine. And I've known James for a long time, and he was always a Strat guy. And honestly, I just got tired of the limitations and his complaints with the guitars. The idea of just making a stable instrument that would just be a workhorse for him, but also would look great because he's playing on some big stages for some famous people, and I didn't want the guitars to embarrass him. That's something like, for me, I'm always thinking, what does this player need stylistically, and just something that's just going to be reliable. And for me, it's also, I have to really listen to the artist and watch them play, because everyone plays different. We've done things like on this guitar, there's a stabilizer on the back of it, the mag lock, so it keeps the bridge stable when you bend the string so it doesn't move, so everything doesn't go flat. And also, if he breaks a string, if he's on stage, he can finish the song without going through an embarrassing moment. We incorporate LSR roller nuts just for the sake of staying in tune with a hip shot locking tuner. And by the way, we try to source everything in New York. There are parts that don't come from New York, like the Lindy Phelan pickups, because Lindy Phelan is just awesome. He's a great guy, easy to deal with. But we use mostly hip shot hardware, and we even source our wood from different places all over the world, but we get them in a controlled setup in New York, so everything is very by the book, so the wood stays stable all through the process. On his guitar, on both his guitars, the pickups are solid mounted, so that's a hard thing to do, because once you build the instrument, you have to set it up with strings and then measure for the pickups. So every aspect of this instrument is thought out, and we go as far as to build it, set it up before we even paint it, and have the artist come in and test it just to make sure the balance is right, the string height is right, the bridge feel is right when they palm it on the body or the bridge, because it has to feel comfortable. It has to feel like when they close their eyes, they know where the switch is going to be, everything's going to be right. That's why we situate the controls a certain way. We'll see it on some of the other players. It has all the beauty of any Strat ever built, but the differences are one-piece ash, one-piece bodies. I try to use the one-piece. It's expensive and it's hard to source out the woods, but it's what it does for you in the end is just unbelievable.
Right. And swamp ash just sings. It's really light.
Yeah.
And it's not stressful on your shoulder after playing for a long time, but it just sounds amazing.
Yeah, and we do these contours that are just perfect. They feel like a one-piece guitar, but they're not. So if there's anything ever happens, the neck is serviceable, the body is serviceable, and we do this press fit design where the neck and the body are very tight. So you can feel the note in the neck, in the body, on your ribs. It's a very organic, physical thing that it makes you vibe with the instrument, so it just feels like it's an extension of yourself. So it's like the artist with the paintbrush or the samurai sword,
surgeon with a scalpel.
Exactly. It just feels right.
Yeah, man.